Swing and a drive, left field, get up, ball, get out of here, and
Rare treat from the Flight Deck podcast. We got 2 episodes within what, 3 days?
Fair.
What?
I mean, it's rare now.
Yeah,
We tried
you're
in
right. This wasn't
2023.
thinking. You're
We
right.
tried in 2023. It lasted a couple months. To our credit, it did last a couple
We
months.
did do all right. Yeah, I'm gonna try and make this one quick because
Mhm.
we already got the big news out of the way. If you haven't listened to it yet, you can go back. We had Nate on for that one. Nate is not with us today. We talked about Vlad for half hour, 20
Half an hour.
seconds,
Yeah.
I think it was. So yeah, we got all our thoughts out there. I did want to say just a little bit on top. Shout out to Vlad himself. I didn't really mention that in the last podcast because like you always get the superstars that are just like, yeah, I want to be here. I want to play in this city. I love this city. I want to play for this team. And then they just go ahead and they leave in free agency.
Yeah.
Vlad
But
stayed.
yeah.
And by all accounts, it seemed like he wanted to be here and he did everything he could to be here. So
I
that's kind of
mean,
cool.
judging by how many pieces of media and content they have put out about him staying
Oh,
that involve him directly, like the
yeah,
2 minute video that he narrates. Oh my God.
it
Like
was great. It was fantastic.
it's so good.
It was so good. I like the one today that they put out. Oh, fuck, you know what? I gotta look up
Oh,
his name
it's
because the
the
guy did a phenomenal
it's
job.
the thousand pictures, 1,000 words, and it's like him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the guy's tweet because it was fucking fantastic. Juan Pablo Jimenez.
Okay.
He said, I used more than 400 photos to put this one together, more than 35 hours to select, organize, and position these picks from 2019 to 2025.
I mean,
Thank you,
it
because
is
that was fantastic. It's so well done.
35 hours for 28 seconds.
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
greatness.
crazy,
Like,
insane. Shout out to you, my friend. That's more work than I would ever put in my life, but it was well worth it because
yeah.
that's one of the cooler pieces of content that I've come
Mhm.
out with Vlad thing.
Yeah.
So well done. I that's incredible, honestly.
Yeah. We do have, just to wrap up there, we do have the details finally. Well,
Mhm.
other than like the no trade clause, no deferral. It's a $325 million signing bonus that will be paid out throughout the duration of the deal.
It's
And
brilliant from
it's
Vlad.
so smart because for those who are like, why is he getting a 300 or why did he want a $325 million signing bonus? And the signing bonus is paid out to the your place of residence.
Mhm.
And Vlad lives in Florida.
No state tax.
No state tax on that, on 325
So he's getting
million.
no tax on 325 out of the $500 million.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal work from his agent there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And 20 million of the bonuses can be paid this year before the contract starts.
Fantastic. I know I said we weren't going to talk about Vlad, but I did want to mention, I think I heard the dumbest conversation about this entire thing twice today. First
is
came
that
on the Baseball is Dead podcast. The whole he wasn't gonna get $500 million in free agency thing.
I agree, but
I don't agree.
no. I agree, but the way that people have made it out to be is like you overpaid by 150, 200 million.
At one point, Jared straight up said he would have got $350 million.
See, I'm saying he would have got like 420.
I'm saying he would have got 550 to 6. Steve Cohen exists.
I don't know if Steve Cohen wants to do 700 and 600.
I don't think Steve Cohen gives a fuck.
I mean,
I think Steve Cohen would have gotten to a bidding war with us, and I think the Red Sox also would be. Hold on, sorry.
Okay, fine.
Let me just go back for a second because it was the
it...
fucking Red Sox fans that wanted him a week ago, and now all of a sudden it's an overpay at $500 million. Like, get fucked. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I think we paid a premium. Someone put it best. I think it might have been like on that Baseball is Dead episode. They paid a premium, or it was Dallas. They paid a premium to be like, hey, we basically the Jays are Vladdy is your girlfriend. You don't want your girlfriend to go elsewhere
Yeah,
and see the nice things, so you
I
paid a little
understand
bit
what he
more.
said. I still think he's wrong.
I
I
don't.
think he would have easily got this in free. Like, did we not just see what happened with Juan Soto?
Yeah, like
Juan Soto
he.
went into free agency thinking he was going to get like 450 and ended up with 765. Like, there's teams out there that are throwing money away for fun. And there was already the Yankees, the Red Sox, and Mets that all wanted him on their team.
Yeah,
The Mets set up the fucking Pete Alonso deal so that they could go out and get Vlad this offseason.
pretty much.
Let's not kid ourselves here. The Jays may have overpaid, but he was going to get that in free agency. Let's be
Yeah,
real here.
yeah. So anyway,
Secondly, fuck Kevin Barker. I'm so done with that guy. Because there was I don't even know what his show's called. I don't care. It doesn't matter because he's fucking irrelevant. There was
David Sampson.
I don't know. There was a
Was
guy
it?
that called. There's a guy that called into the show
Oh no. Okay.
and wanted to talk about how, given what Vlad's done over his career and like him as a hitter, that it's actually a great value for Vlad right now. And you know what? I wholeheartedly agree
And
because Vladimir Guerrero Jr., when he's at his peak, is a top. Let's be nice and say 5 hitter in baseball
Yeah.
easily. I don't think that's an argument. You can pay a top 5 hitter in baseball 35-7 a year. That's not a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money. Let's not be like, it's still top 10 in baseball, but
Yeah.
it's not a shit ton of money. Then Kevin Barker goes out and he goes, "Oh, it's a bad deal. It's going to age poorly. He's not going to play first the entire time." And then shout out to what the fuck is his name? Jeff Blair. Jeff Blair goes, "Well, you know what? If they have him on third base, then you're going to look at this deal differently. Like he's a third baseman." He goes, "You can't look at it like that. He's probably going to DH more than he's going to play third base." How many fucking guys have played first base into their 40s? It's not hard. It's the 40-year-old position.
Can we just mention the fact that by the time the contract officially starts, he's 27?
He's 27. Oh my god, it's so fucking.
You're not gonna have to worry about any of this until he's maybe 36, 37.
I don't know what Vladimir Guerrero Jr. did to Hazel May, but something happened because Kevin Barker.
It was one too many splashes with the
Kevin Barker is on a fucking tirade against Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and I do not understand why. It's so painful to listen to. I cannot stand that guy. He made me like Jeff Blair. He made me think Jeff Blair has a positive attitude. That's horrible. I haven't been this worked up on a podcast in a while. I don't know why.
And this is like good news.
I know. I'm on the side of positivity. That was the weirdest way to say that.
Positivity.
Kevin Barker, fucking loser. I can't stand that guy. He fucking hit like 85 for his career. I just can't. I can't listen to him anymore. It's horrible. Where are we going, Connor? I haven't looked at the sheet.
All right. Well, since we didn't bring it up last episode because we was only on the Vladdy. The Mets happened. The Mets thing happened.
No, it didn't.
They got swept by the Mets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Offense, 3 runs in 3 games. So not great. But
it wasn't good. Starting pitching. Hey, let's just pretend all the other bad stuff didn't happen. Holy shit. I talked about it in my video that I posted yesterday.
It was great.
Bro, 17 innings pitched, 5 earned runs from the 3 guys. 3 of it came from Gosman.
Looking at it in the macro, if you discount the Jose Barrios start, they have the best starter ERA in baseball.
Yes.
They're the only team under
today. They have the best starting ERA in the AL.
Because Bassett went fucking no runs. I think 1 run.
No, he gave up 1.
1 and 5 and a third, 5 and 2.
Yes,
still like
I'm assuming they still do. They still have the best ERA in their starting rotation in the AL. Their average age is 47, I think, give or take. It's crazy, man. Easton Lucas could win the Cy Young. I know that wasn't in the Mets series. I hate to jump forward, but Easton Lucas could win the Cy Young.
Easton fucking Lucas, man. Easton fucking Lucas.
If I told you a year ago today that Easton Lucas and Bowden Francis are arguably the two best pitchers in our rotation? Chris Bassett's in there too, but let's pretend for argument's sake.
I mean,
You would have laughed in my face. You wouldn't
this-
even have known who Easton Lucas was.
Easton Lucas was a waiver pickup, I think. Like,
Shout out to Easton Lucas. That kid's dealing. Shout out to Bowden Francis. That guy's dealing. Shout out to all the starters, honestly.
shout out, bro. Yeah, all of them.
Shout out to Jeff Hoffman. I know we're not there yet,
And
but I just want to shout out Jeff Hoffman too.
It's a crazy thing to say. Our worst starter of the entire year so far was 3 innings of 1-run ball from Max Scherzer.
2-run.
Oh, it was 2 runs.
Two-run
Yeah, you're right. It was 2 runs.
2-run ball. Actually, Jose Barrios' first start was terrible.
Yeah, but we don't talk about that. He's been
Since then, he's been fucking great.
I mean, in Boston, we need to
his slurve, dude. Oh my god, it looks so good right now.
Mystical.
It's so good.
Like,
I'm jumping all over the map. Sorry,
we are.
Nick Sandlin. I also want to bring that in the mix real quick. Shout out first career save. His slider. It's a frisbee, dude. It hit 2 guys today. That sucks. But it is a damn frisbee.
I would just like to point this out. Spencer Horwitz has not played a game yet this year.
Oh my god, did we ever fleece that trade?
Fucking.
I like Spencer Horwitz. He seems like a very nice man.
Yeah,
he's a good hitter.
He is
gonna do well in Pittsburgh. I hope. Yeah, I wish him the best.
He is clearly. We don't need to get into much of this. He is the best of the roomies by a fucking mile.
Oh yeah, by so far.
A mile. Like,
I know I'm trying to be positive, so we're not going to bring them up. He's the better of the 3. But we got arguably our best hitter of 2020. Second best hitter. Sorry, I'm not going to disrespect George Springer. Our second best hitter of 2025 so far, and
he could be like 4th best depending on who you ask.
Bo Andres Jimenez is our second best.
Tyler Heineman.
Oh fuck, you're so right.
Tyler Heineman, our backup catcher's batting 500, dude.
You're so right. I take it back. I'm done with Tyler Heineman, the backup catcher. Tyler Heineman for
starter, dude. Like, come on.
He's a dog. I don't know. He's gonna get popped for steroids in a week, but he's
motherfuckers out.
Dude. Hey, Tyler Heineman, the first catcher all year to throw at a Boston Red Sox.
And it was Jaron Duran, too. I'm pretty
sure. They were 17 for 17 going into today. I don't know if they had one before that, but unbelievable. He's done everything. We can't get too far ahead. They gave us, let's say for argument's sake, he's our 3rd best hitter. We'll give Tyler Heineman the nod. I think Jimenez gets the nod over Bo because he has 3 home runs.
It's fair.
Our top 3 hitter in our team, and arguably our third best reliever.
Second or
most effective. I think he's behind Hoffman and Jimmy.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I feel good when he's in the game today. Obviously, different situation.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's cold. And all we had to do was give them Spencer Horwitz. All due respect to the kid, I think we won that trade. They didn't even end up with Spencer Horwitz. They traded him.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I don't know how we got here. I don't know what we wanted.
Pitching, and then it was pitching, and Mets. Fine, we'll just run through the sadness quickly.
Shout out! Oh, not shout out. That first inning from Gosman, with the home run that Pete Alonso hit was a joke. What a fucking piece that was.
Yeah,
it was a splitter down and away, and he hit it. I don't know how he muscled that thing out. That was incredible. That's one of the more impressive homers I've seen in a while.
And then John Schneider's like, "Hey, Mason Fluharty, I know we've never given you a clean inning. We're gonna have you face Juan Soto."
Juan Soto. I feel so bad for Flu, man. I don't think he's been terrible, but the first time he comes in a game, it's 2 out, runner on 3rd, 1-run ball game. Here you go, kid.
And
then the second time, Juan Soto with a runner on base. Fuck.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think Flu's going to be okay. He'll come around. He had a good outing yesterday, I think it was. Yeah. But it's such a tough spot for the kid.
For sure.
So
game 2 in that series. Well, game 2 in that series. If you 6 2/3.
Which one? Is this the Brendan Little game?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Is there anything?
the wall game where George died on the wall.
Mm,
That
is there
game.
anything you want to say before we get to Brendan Little? Chris Bassett
Bassett,
was a
it was
dog.
great. 2/3, no earned runs.
Mm.
Vladdy and Bo were driving in Allen Roden. Like it was
Mhm.
good. Jesse
Mhm.
Winker had a triple in that game before that
He had
point.
two triples in that
The
game.
second triple was the now we can get to the little
Hmm.
thing. Brent, all right. So
I would like
we're getting a lefty at the deadline, right?
I would like to just defend Brendan Little a little bit. I know it sounds stupid,
Go
but
ahead.
Brendan Little looks so good until that game. And
Try break
Brendan
down
Little
that.
has looked great up until today after that game. Brendan Little, when he's on, that first game Brendan Little pitched, he had 2 strikeouts and 6 pitches, went 1-2 on the next guy, and then got hurt. He's been fantastic. And I do not fault John Schneider in the slightest for going to Brendan Little in that situation because he proved himself over the first week and change. I think going to Brendan Little made sense. And the fact that there was people out there like harping on John for going to Brendan Little, he was the best lefty in the pen. There's nobody else.
Yeah, it's flu.
Yeah, I like Flu. I don't trust Flu yet. I like Brendan Little, and I think the stuff is there and he can get out. However, he can have games like that where he does get tattooed a little bit. I still trust Brendan Little to face lefties, but I think it was crazy that people got down Brendan Little's throats after one bad inning.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, that is fair. But Jesse
George.
Winker with his second triple of the game.
Mhm. We gave up
Huh?
2 triples to Jesse
We
Winker.
gave it 2 triples to Jesse Winker.
There was one point where that was the Bassett game, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Bassett gave up 3 hits. 2 of them was a double and a triple from Jesse Winker. The other one was a double from Lindor, I think. But
Yeah.
he gave up 2 extra base hits to Jesse Winker, and that was pretty much it for the rest. Nobody could touch him.
Yeah.
It's wild. But I don't know. The Mets series, I think you throw it away because honestly, game 2 could have gone either way.
Yeah. They brought in Jeff Hoffman. First pitch he throws, game over. Sack fly. Like,
Yeah.
just, I was like, all
Yeah.
right, cool.
It is what it is. Game 3 could have gone either way. It was a
It
close
was
game.
2-1 game. Like
Yeah.
they
The offense had so many chances and they just couldn't figure it out.
because that was the weirdest thing. Because David Peterson looked
Hmm.
terrible in the inning.
Hmm.
They scored a run, and Mets were just like, "Yeah, we're gonna leave you. We'll leave you. Walk the world."
Yeah.
Then
No,
hit
it's crazy.
Jimenez. Like, but
Hmm.
yeah.
I don't know.
And we get to. It's just the bad was bad that day. Everything was bad.
I'm a little concerned that this team can't hit extra base hits. Just a little. Because this singling guys to death it's working. I don't know how long that works for. George Springer is not going to hit 470 for the entire season.
He's the only hitter in base, the qualified hitter in baseball hitting over 400.
That's fucking crazy. Crazy. I don't think that's going to hold up.
No.
Bichette hitting at the rate he has, maybe it holds up. I don't know.
Santander and Vlad.
Tyler Heineman hitting 500.
Miles Straw
Probably
hitting over
not going to
300.
Straw. Shout out to Miles Straw, man. He's won the 4th outfielder spot.
Yeah.
When Dalton Varsho comes up at the end of the month, it will not be him that goes down.
No. It should be
Nathan Lucas.
It'd be Nathan Lucas. Because we can get negative if you want to get negative on some of this stuff.
Nathan Lucas is in a spot that he can't be in. He
Dude.
seems like a good person, and I want to see him succeed, but it is what it is. It's just not
later.
working right now.
It's later in the we'll get into, since we're here in the Red Sox series.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking him with the sliding thing where you try to slap Story's leg, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was strange. It looks worse given how he's hit lately. Like, I think if he was hitting the shit out of the ball and he does something like that, you go, it is what it is, man. You got on base, good for you. But the fact that he's not hitting and then he finally gets on and he does that, it was like, okay. It kind of changed the whole course of the inning. That sucked. But in fairness, outside of Miles Straw, there's no other option.
Yeah.
Davis Schneider is not hitting. anything. Davis Schneider could
Anything.
really use a demotion right now because I think that guy needs to go work on something.
He needs to play every day, and it's
He needs
not.
some at bats, man. It's just
Yeah,
not working.
like
And
dear
like,
Lord,
um, I can't remember which sister was it his, but one of his sisters tweeted out because somebody
it was 8 at
tweeted at
bats.
her and
Yeah,
said
that's
like he
weird.
needs to get sent down. Like,
That's weird. Why
leave
would
her
you tweet
alone,
at
dude.
her? Like,
Stupid. And she was right. She's like, well, it's been 8 at bats, and yeah, she's absolutely right. But it was
it's
also
eight.
10 games into the year, and he had 8 at bats.
Yeah, it's eight. Like borderline uncompetitive at
It's been
bats.
bad. He hasn't been relevant in any of those at bats. I haven't seen a ball go off his bat that I'm like, oh, maybe.
You
It's
remember?
just
You remember for years we were like, if can we get more left-handed bats? Now I
mm,
feel like we have too many.
we need more right-handed bats now. Yeah,
Because say you want to send Lucas and like or Davis down,
hmm
who's coming up?
I don't know. Baroa,
Because brother, we bringing up Joey Loperfido and having another lefty outfielder?
more lefties. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
If
I,
we could
I
bring up
don't know.
Addison. Oh wait, no, he's lefty too. Like
Yeah, fuck.
he's looking.
I'm I'm gonna keep pounding the Baroa drum just because I don't think he needs to play every day to just make a difference.
He doesn't like,
He
but
can be a better Nathan Lucas.
he's. I think it's weird. He's a better Nathan. He could be a better Nathan Lucas, but I
hmm
think Jonathan Clase could be a better Stuart Burrell.
I don't see it. I just don't see it yet, man. I watching them in spring
What?
training, I don't see it.
Uh,
I don't know. I think I just like Stuart Baroa as a
you
human
do.
more.
This is your.
I think that's what it is.
You were.
It's just the speed. The speed is incredible, dude. Stuart Baroa is so fast, so fast. So I think that's the one element that like right now outside of Straw, Jimenez, and I'll maybe throw Roden in that list. There's nobody that's like burning up the base path. I think if you can bring Burrow in, I like you watch the Red Sox steal however many bases they did in this series. Like it's a
Yeah.
huge aspect of the
Well, because
game
they
that
have Duran,
Mhm.
Campbell,
David
Rafaela,
Hamilton, dude.
Hamilton. Like,
David Hamilton gets a single and he's on second. It's a guarantee. It's crazy.
yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's an I don't know. I don't know if they're going through the same thought process that we are here. Like I think they're just like, let's let these two figure it out. We're winning. Let's see if one of them can sort it out and stay on the roster when um Varsho's back. Imagine this team if Varsho comes back and he hits like he did in spring training. Oh,
And we get
oh,
then we get Tony off of his goddamn ass and hitting some
oh
doubles
my
and some
God.
bombs.
Anthony Santander is hitting like a buck 10 right now.
Dude, he's a non-factor, and they're 8-6.
That's insane.
Like
We almost swept the Red Sox in 4 games
he
with
did
Anthony
like
Santander forgetting how to play baseball.
virtually nothing. Like
That's
he,
crazy, dude.
Anthony Santander, known RBI guy
hmm
through what was it? Was it 14 games now? No, 8-6. Yeah, 14 games.
That makes sense.
2 RBI.
Ooh.
2 or 3, maybe 3. Like,
Um,
but all right, we'll go to game one real quick. This was the completely freeze. The entire series was freezing.
oh,
Apparently,
it's brutal.
bricked.
Apparently,
Bricked up
game 1 or 2 was the coldest it's ever, or fourth coldest it's ever been, third
at
coldest it's
Fenway.
ever been at
Yeah,
Fenway.
that was Barrios versus Dick Fitz.
Nick Fitz is such a crazy name.
Dick Fitz. Well, his name's Richard, but it's Dick Fitz.
I know, but it's Dick Fitz, and that is insane.
Barrios. He went 7 innings, only gave up 1 earned run. He had a single K.
Dick Fitz?
No,
Rios.
Barrios. He had 1 strikeout in
That's wild.
7 innings of 1 earned run ball.
That's wild.
Like, this was the Springer game. It was
Oh, what is he? 4 for 4 or 5 for 5?
It was 4 for 4 with 3 RBI singles.
Crazy, man.
Like,
I didn't give George Springer any flowers earlier when I tried to disrespect him for a minute. George Springer is the best hitter on our team right now. I apologize for everything I said to you or about you 3 weeks ago.
Spring training means fuck all to him.
It means it doesn't mean a goddamn thing. That guy is a completely different player than he was in spring training.
Swat.
Insane. He's hitting for average. He's hitting for power. He's playing the outfield well. He looks so good.
Did we dip him into the fountain of youth and he came back and it's 2017 George Springer?
I don't know. He literally looks like it. It's insane, man. I'm so sorry
Hey,
to
George,
George
if
Springer.
you want to keep playing like this,
Sure,
the leadoff spot's still there. Like, I'll let you have it back.
sure. Give him the 4 spot. I don't care.
He
You know
had
what
the
I love? Um, I'm going a little off track here. I like
yeah.
having Jimenez and then Wagner behind him because I liked having the idea of Jimenez and then Kirk behind him, but Alejandro Kirk stinks right now.
Not great.
Wagner at least is putting the ball and the bat on the ball and like finding holes. Alejandro Kirk, I don't know, man. He's at least he's putting the bat on the ball and not finding a way to get anywhere. So I think having a contact guy like that, I think if you can find a way to do like George at 4 now, and then Himmy at 5, Wagner at 6, I'm in.
Uh,
I don't know if Jimenez needs to be your 4 hitter anymore. I think George is earning that spot back.
yeah.
And I like the top of the order right now. I think it's good where it's at. I think Bo's been a great leadoff hitter.
Just get going.
You got to get Santander going. You're right.
Yeah. Because Vlad, like, granted, Vlad hasn't hit like a home run yet, but he's hitting.
Mhm.
Like,
No,
he's
he's
he came in today batting 288. So I'm like, all right,
he's hitting the ball hard. Like
Yeah.
he's had some loud outs, so it'll come around.
Yeah.
The Alejandro Kirk, I just wanted just one more small little thing.
Mm.
Can you guess the amount of walks he has this year?
He's one.
He has none. Unless no, he didn't play today, right? Yeah, he has none. Not a single walk.
See, I feel like he might be the only guy on the team.
He's got a batting average of 250. He's got an on-base percentage of 244.
Sack flies, baby.
It has not been a good start for Alejandro Kirk. Yeah, it's bad. His OPS right now is 519. He's got an OPS plus of 51.
Sack flies underrated, baby, with that 244
He's a
OBP.
negative 0.3 right now. More. I wouldn't feel as bad if Tyler Heineman didn't exist.
The magical touch. Magical man.
He might legitimately be magic. I know he does magic tricks, but he might be a legitimate magician.
Yeah, makes no sense.
That's unbelievable.
Like,
what game are we on here? Is there anything else
we're kind of
after
on
Dick Fitz?
I mean,
Easton Lucas carved. We already
Easton,
talked about him.
Easton Lucas has beat
Hey.
Mackenzie Gore and Garrett Crochet in back-to-back games.
How great is it for the fans at Fenway Park to show up to see probably the best left-handed pitcher in the AL East go up against Garrett Crochet.
Such a fucking, like, jeez, man. What the like?
Unbelievable.
Like he's can people on like nasty shit too. Like
he
it's
looks so... What was it? Do you have the line here? 8 Ks.
Yeah,
8 Ks for Easton Lucas against a Red Sox team that's supposed to have a good offense.
5 into third, no earned runs, 3 hits, 8 Ks, 1 walk.
Could have kept going too. He was at like 84 pitches.
You fucking kidding me, dude? Like,
oh, I'm so in, man.
Oh,
I'm so in.
I think he's starting this weekend again if it lined up.
You know what's gonna suck?
It's when Max Scherzer comes back.
Yeah, you know what's gonna suck again? When Alek Manoah's ready to come back.
Oh God.
It's crazy, man. It's the greatest problem to have ever because this is fantastic.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I haven't had this much joy talking about the Blue Jays in a while. This is kind of cool.
And it's against the Red Sox. I have seen too much of the Red Sox in the past 3 days, however. I don't know where else to say this. I did watch the documentary, the docuseries.
Oh yeah.
It was 8 episodes of an hour. I watched 8 hours of that shit because I had a day.
It's 8 episodes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I do want to watch it. I haven't got around to it. I did see the Jaron Duran thing.
Yes, it's very good. Like
the
way that they do it is very interesting because they'll like give you where it is a point in the season, and then they'll go to a certain game, and then they'll be like, "Oh, this wasn't." It kind of is like they're an important person in the game, and then they'll like flesh out that person.
Okay.
So the episode where like they dealt with the Jaron Duran stuff, it was the game last year against the Jays where he hit the walk-off. And it was kind of centered around that game, and they all just like went through that. It was really good. But
I did not realize the extent of what the Jaron Duran thing was when you first brought it up. And then I
dude,
read it a couple times after, but I didn't know, I didn't hear the full quote from him until today.
it was
Um, Crazy.
and
Unbelievable that he was at that point in life. It just kind of goes to show like it can affect anyone
yeah,
because Jaron Duran is now arguably an MVP candidate, like one
like
of the better players in the sport,
mm-hmm. And
millionaire.
he even revealed that like he didn't tell his parents about it.
Hmm.
Like in
Crazy.
and I think I don't know if but the way that they made the timeline of that Jaron Duran stuff seem
Hmm.
is that it was shortly after the Raimel Tapia inside the park home run.
Yikes.
Like it was
I
shortly after that
I
is
could
the way,
see where that would come to rise because he was kind of the butt of the joke for a long time there.
yeah, like it
Um,
was, but yeah, it's good.
it's
It's
it's kind of haunting to think what he would be, where he would be if he didn't turn it around as a baseball player.
yeah,
Like, I don't know, man. It kind of puts into
good,
perspective too. Like, as a fan, these are
yeah,
human beings.
and
They are
not to
just like you and me,
yes, yeah,
but way better at baseball.
mm-hmm. And but it didn't help that 3 episodes later,
Hmm.
uh, that moment with Jaron Duran
Mm,
last season was
mm.
a a part of that, so
Yeah,
didn't help.
yeah.
So,
Not a
but
good human being, but he is still a human being.
he's a flawed human being. We'll say
Yeah,
that.
but he is
Like,
still a human being like you and I, and it
yes.
is crazy to good for him for opening up.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I think that's huge for the conversation around mental health. And I think
Yeah.
when guys like that are open and honest about their situation, I think it helps people
Mm-hmm.
also dealing with these feelings. So
But
super cool
like,
for him, super cool on
just
Netflix for putting that all
yeah,
together.
just to like quickly wrap it up. Like the
Hmm.
main characters in it
Hmm.
are Duran,
Hmm.
Cora,
Hmm.
Bayo, Tristan Casas is a weird motherfucker.
He
He's in it
seems like a weird
so
dude.
much. He's so weird.
Yeah.
Um, Tyler O'Neill.
Okay.
So, and
Cool.
then a guy who like makes himself a main character in it
Mm.
just by moments. Rob Refsnyder. I fucking love Rob Refsnyder now.
He's hitting like
Like,
500 this year too. Guy said, "Fuck."
who did
I don't
legend
know.
Rob Refsnyder?
Yeah,
Like,
literally, literally.
uh, can we trade for Rob Refsnyder at the deadline?
No, no, we could do better than that.
Yeah, we can do better than Robbie Ref. Oh, they
Yeah.
even mentioned like there was an episode about the trade deadline, and I was
Mhm.
just like, they were talking about how like they may be trading like Kenley Jansen, Nick Pavetta,
Mm,
and Tyler O'Neill.
mm.
And then they had like the next scene is them having conversations like, oh, we need to worry about the Jansen thing. And I'm like, wait, were they trying to trade Kenley? And then it clicked on me the next sentence.
Danny.
It was Danny Jansen.
Yeah,
You're talking about the Danny Jansen trade. I was like, oh shit, that did happen last year.
yeah. Danny
Like,
Jansen's just making his way through the AL East.
well, if that's the
He might
case,
be
it's gonna
making his
be
way through AAA and in a little bit too, though. Just,
oh, don't do it. You say
oof.
he might be an Oriole or a Yankee next year. Never know. All right,
Um,
Red Sox.
back into the series. Sorry.
Red Sox. Where are we at? Yeah,
Uh,
Easton
yo,
Lucas. We love him.
yeah. Kevin Gosman,
Kevin Gausman.
vintage Kevin Gosman.
This game
Oh,
flew.
oh yeah.
It flew, dude.
Took 10 minutes.
Yeah,
This
but
was this is where I want to shout out Jeff Hoffman because
yeah,
that was the dog among dogs in that game.
the game where I know we love him. Jordan Morano would have lost that game 8 different
Yeah.
ways.
Oh God, yeah.
8 different fucking ways.
Oh God, yeah.
That's not a game. That's not a game the Jays win in Fenway
No,
typically at
no.
all. But
And
no, you get
Hoffman just put it on his back and said, "Yeah,
2 innings
let's
of
go."
filth from your
Oh my
closer.
God,
Two
I
innings.
love it so much.
Oh,
And then Sandy comes in and just unbelievable. It was fantastic. It's one of those games where it makes you feel really good about the bullpen. You don't get many of them, and that was one.
yeah.
And it was fantastic. I love
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Hoffman so much.
Yeah. Side note, just based on the how I wrote this out, I'm looking now.
Mhm.
We're gonna see Yariel Rodriguez at some point tomorrow. He hasn't pitched in 2 days.
I felt like he pitched not long ago,
He
but
pitched the
yeah,
crochet game. The Crochet Lucas game.
Okay. That just
So
seems like they all seem like they were on the same day at this point.
yeah. But
Today's game didn't happen.
no, it did happen, and the umps were fucking the home plate umpire
It was bad.
generationally terrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
Like
Heineman hit. That was the only thing that happened today. Heineman was roping baseballs and Miles
well,
Straw got on. That was fun.
Vladdy didn't start. That was the first. That was one of the bigger
But he
things.
did have the go-ahead run.
Yeah, well, at the time, and then there was the wild pitch that I really do think hit Tristan Casas on the foot.
I thought so too. I only
Like,
got one look at it, but it looked like it hit him in the foot pretty clean. But
yeah,
it is what it is. Yeah, good game. Springer drives in a run too.
yeah.
Cool.
And then Jaron, it was funny. My mom, because I told her about the Jaron Duran thing, and he's coming up to bat in the 10th, and she's like, "Get a home run, buddy!" And the next pitch he gets the single, and I'm like, "You just didn't need to say that.
You didn't need to do it.
You didn't need to do it.
Could have
Mom.
done it. There's so many games in a baseball season. It could have been any of them.
Nope. Could have been the next. Could have been the next day. Like,
very uncharacteristic of Andres Jimenez to make an error on that play. I don't know if it got labeled an error, but
it wasn't.
I didn't see another angle.
No, wasn't an error technically. You're
right,
because it was a ground
out. He got the out at first.
Yeah.
I didn't see another angle of it. Did he have a shot at home?
I need to.
I saw I saw it until the 7th, and then I didn't see afterwards.
I can pull it up because I do know the Red Sox have a.
Because if he couldn't make the play, it didn't really matter anyways. But it is odd to see your platinum glover come up with that one.
It would have been close because it was David Hamilton running.
Oh God! Okay,
it would have been close. It was, dude.
Yeah. So maybe not. It is what it is. Jays took 3 or 4 from Boston. That is huge.
Especially early in the year,
huge, man. Anytime you can win division games, it's massive. It doesn't matter what month it is.
They're 5-3 so far in the division.
Huge.
So
we're already better than last year in the division.
They were 21.
We have more wins.
They were 21 and 31 the last 2 years, I believe, against the division. So
it's unbelievable. We'll take it.
Very much so.
I don't care about a ton of the news in the rest of the league. I do care, however, about Octavio Dotel, former Blue Jay.
Man, this
is crazy.
Yeah,
rest in peace for starters.
Rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace, Octavio Dotel and former major leaguer as well, Tony Blanco.
Okay, so, I didn't know. I heard there was a handful of people that were notable in the building. There's not much to say.
The roof collapsed at a nightclub in the Dominican Republic.
Yes. So that is just horrible for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Famous or not famous, or notable or not. That is just awful news for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Prayers to the families and everyone. Crazy.
For sure.
Brutal. Obviously, it hits more at home because Octavio Dotel was here for a season. Who?
Yeah.
Not long. But yeah, wild. I like that we don't have a ton of other things around the league. This is nice.
Yeah. Well,
the Victor Robles injury, that's the first thing you have on our list here. That's a cool way to get injured.
Bro, shout out Victor Robles for making the play.
Oh my God.
And it
was a catch.
If you look at the play, it looks like he breaks everything.
Oh, he just scorpions himself into the mesh.
Yeah.
Still makes the play.
Still makes the play. He go you could see him trying to get the ball out of his glove to just go get it off.
He just kind of throws it a little bit.
Go.
Because it's extra innings too.
Yeah.
He had to get the ball back in. Her buddy from second is scoring. It's crazy. That's unbelievable.
It's insane.
Do you want to fly through the rest of these? Because I don't know anything about most of them.
For Wyatt Langford, unfortunately, he's out for a little bit with a oblique strain. Zach Eflin or Justin Steele. Justin Steele was a hammy or something, if I remember correctly. Or
isn't his elbow tendonitis? Or yeah.
Oh, his is elbow tendonitis. Zach Eflin is on the internet with a low-grade lat strain. So Baltimore's pitching gets worse. Yay!
Guess who we have next?
Baltimore. Ketel Marte did pull a hammy. I believe he was the hammy.
Ah,
So he's out. And
damn.
Blake Snell, this is a little bit ago, but left shoulder inflammation, as well as Freddie Freeman with
Shucks.
ankle because he had the shower thing that happened.
Shucks, man.
Hucks the Dodgers.
Darn, the Dodgers aren't getting everything that's ever happened. Good for them. Ah,
Poop.
shucks. Yeah. The WBC brackets are set.
Yeah.
Um,
So Canada was nice while
we're,
it lasted.
we're never going to be in a good division, like or in a good pool. It just doesn't
No.
happen. I'm just happy we don't have the Dominican, Japan, or the States.
Yeah. But
It's the
the
only way we're ever going to have a chance. I know Cuba's in our pool, and I know Puerto
Puerto
Rico's
Rico
in our pool,
and
and we're
Panama
not going to make it out.
and Colombia.
Yeah, we're not going to make it out.
Yeah.
But that's the only chance we would have ever had is if we
Yeah.
did we end up in a pool without Japan, the States, Dominican.
Mhm. But
Maybe we pull off
yeah,
a miracle against one of these other
that
teams.
is that's
I don't
pool
think
A.
Cuba's that good. Like they're
Cuba made
good.
the semis last year, dude.
Yeah, but
Or
they
3
also
years
had
ago.
a easier side to run through. I don't know. I think they can be good. I don't see them as like
You're just mad because a Yohan Moncada led team got to the semifinals.
well, that's kind of my point. Is like
And
Yohan
hey, no, no,
Moncada
no, no,
is
no, no,
like
no, 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 no. We're not going to
uh,
disrespect current Blue Jay Yariel Rodriguez. That's the first time you ever heard the name Yariel
yeah,
Rodriguez. So
you're right.
you like
Okay, but like that's kind of my point. Is like they don't have like I mean, we don't have the depth, but we have the higher star power.
Tyler O'Neill, Freddie Freeman, Josh
hmm
Naylor, Bo
hmm
Naylor,
hmm
Eddie
I would say
Julian.
Tyler O'Neill, Josh Naylor, and Freddie Freeman are all better than Yohan Moncada.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say I'm wrong. You're wrong.
That's what I mean. Like I
'Cause
think we can fuck around and win a game against Cuba in a miracle situation. Can we beat Cuba and Puerto Rico? I don't know. I find it high.
if
And
we beat
Panama
one
and what's
and
the other one?
Colombia,
Colombia. Panama and Colombia aren't that special.
yeah, no, that's pool
Like,
A. That's in. We're in Puerto Rico for those games.
oh,
So,
that's cool. So we're not going to see any of those games because they're going to be at like 3 in the morning.
well,
Oh, they're
thankfully,
not that far behind, are they?
as far as
No.
they're not
Okay,
that
we'll
far
be
behind.
okay.
Pool B, and that's going to take place in Houston, USA, Mexico, Italy, Great Britain, and Brazil.
That's a walk for the States.
That is a walk for the states, and I think for Mexico as well.
Yeah, I would imagine.
If you remember Mexico, they
Brazil is
got
a fun story. They got Dante
yeah,
Bichette
yeah. Oh, that's right, they do.
and his green
Uh,
hair or
Great
whatever it was.
Britain, by all accounts, I think they'll have Jazz Chisholm.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so that's cool for them. But Mexico,
Italy. Oh, hey, Italy could.
Mexico's a sneaky good team.
Yeah,
Like
Italy could have Vinny Pasquantino, or hear me out here.
Jordan Romano.
No, he could play for Team Canada.
I'm sorry, wait, Vinny
Did you
Pasquantino play.
did you see that video?
He can.
So he has 3 countries of eligibility. He played for Italy already, but
Oh,
apparently Italy's doing a switch up at the top, so they're trying to change their things, and they may not take
yeah,
him.
mhm.
He's American, so he could play for the States. They're not going to. They are too good to take Vinny
Yeah,
Pasquantino. Let's be
no,
honest.
yeah.
Or apparently he has some Canadian ties. He has enough Canadian ties that he said he's more eligible to play for Canada than he is for Italy. But in his words, his name is super fucking Italian, so he doesn't go to
I mean,
Canada.
fair.
Yeah.
Completely fair. Like
Yes. So
it's kind of like how Vladdy is like, I could play for Canada, but my name is Guerrero Jr.
yeah,
Like
that'd be so much more fun. Maybe we could just pitch Vlad playing third base for Team Canada, and he'd come play.
better than Abraham Toro. But
Sure.
again, Mexico, that's my sneaky team to win it.
Yeah,
Because it's
All right.
Kirk. That was Kirk, Joey Meneses, Jaron Duran, Isak Paredes, Randy Rosarena.
yeah, they're
Like,
good. They're good. I think
it's big game Randy, man.
It's very easily States and Mexico out of that pool. Pool C, Japan, Australia, Korea. Is that the Czech?
Yeah.
And Chinese Taipei.
That's
It's Japan for sure.
Japan and it's Korea or Australia. Australia had like a decent team last time.
Did they? I was gonna say
Yeah.
we're not gonna give any respect to Chinese Taipei, but they're never really good in this.
Yu
thing.
Chang. That's all I remember from Chinese Taipei was
Yeah.
Yu Chang.
Pool D, Venezuela, Dominican, Netherlands, Israel,
Nicaragua.
Okay, thank you. I had
You were
no
looking
idea what that
deer in
was.
headlights, brother. Ugh.
I'm like, I don't know the abbreviation. I don't know the flag. I know nothing about what team this is. Nicaragua. Um, that's Dominican and Venezuela. Easy walk, I would imagine. Netherlands could maybe put something together because they got Jerks and Profar.
Xander Bogarts,
Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius, Andrelton Simmons,
I don't think Andrelton Simmons still plays baseball anymore.
Jair Jurgens. I remember that.
Yeah, yeah. Kenley Jansen, did you just say that?
Kenley Jansen.
Yeah.
I can't remember if Ozzy Albies is eligible for them too.
No, he's Dominican, isn't he? Or
No, he's from like Curacao, which I think
Is
is
he?
the same thing as Bogarts.
Oh, okay.
Let me just double check.
Curaçaoian.
Yeah, he's from
Huh.
Curacao.
Interesting.
So,
Well, that's cool.
but he
Yeah,
might
so
be
that's the
eligible.
pools. We don't have a shit in hell, but it's always fun to see a country play
It's
baseball.
always fun. Bag of poutine is back, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Any cool stories you want to talk about from around the league? I got nothing.
I mean,
We don't have to. I'm ready for bed.
no, I mean there was like Kyle Tucker might be getting an extension talk with the Cubs, but I'm just like,
Oh, I hope
why?
not.
You're like the
I
only
hope
guy
not.
in free agency now. Like, brother, go to
Yeah,
free
just go
agency.
get your money, dude.
Go get,
Ooh.
yeah. We can't have Bobichette being the top hitter in free
No, because
agency.
we're not going to get him back for sure.
Also, just ew.
Whoa. What an ugly free agency if Tucker
And Vlad are
signs an
gone.
extension with the Cubs and then Bo signs an extension with us.
That might
Like
be. It'll be
there's not a
far
position
worse
player left.
than last year.
Yeah, it's
Like,
bad.
uh,
All right.
yeah.
I think that's it. If we miss anything, we're sorry.
I
We
think
will.
yeah.
There's a lot going on in baseball now. We get to talk about the Jays for so long that I just don't care about the rest of it. That's where I'm at.
It's fair enough.
It's not like the off season where it's like, well, now we have to talk about the league because
Yeah.
nothing happened here. So yeah, we will catch you next week. Hopefully, we have all three of us.
Yeah, and depending on when we record, we might be doing it for the third straight year, recording on my fucking birthday.
When is your birthday?
Next Thursday.
Oh, you're good. It'll have to be Wednesday because Nate and I are in a hockey tournament on Thursday.
Yeah.
So
No waiting on cake for me on the
nice.
birthday for the third straight year.
Yeah, we'll see you sometime next week.
All right.
Cheers.
Peace.